覚悟してろよ。行くぜ。
Welcome to Worldbreaker Coo's Reviews. I'm your host, Worldbreaker Coo, and today we are looking at Street Fighter V Storm Collectibles Juri. She is one of my favorite figures, or characters, I should say, in all of Street Fighter. I was hoping to, probably my second behind Ryu, or maybe favorite. That's the statue I have. I was hoping to get this costume from Storm Collectibles, but I don't think they were going to do that for a certain reason. So, that said, let's get Juri, this costume version back in. And I must say, I do like the look of the Street Fighter 6 Juri as well. So I hope this is not our only Juri, because this is my least favorite costume. But, you know, when you get something handed to you, you take it, because you never know when you're going to get a chance. So, looking at her up close, this face, so much personality. And speaking of faces, she does come with several. This is the one that came stock. Looks pretty intense, which is, you know, pretty cool with her eye patch. And then she came with this one, a little bit more of a smirk. But I don't want to cover that beautiful face because she has so much personality. I wish we had one face with her tongue sticking out, because if you play Street Fighter, you know she's very, very animated with her facial expressions and likes to be a little bit naughty. But it is what it is. Articulation-wise, the one thing I don't like about this figure is the diaper. This part right here, it gets in the way all the time when you're trying to pose. Nice glutes, but you have to be very meaningful when you're trying to pose her, so that way you can get the best possible poses that you would want. Look at that. I mean, she's got some nice articulation, and I love that you get her feet, which look big, but honestly, I actually kind of like it because it makes sure that you get the best base, so she's not tripping or falling over. She also has a toe joint there, which is nice to have. Some paint on the side there. Little sloppy. They missed the lines here and there. Although, I must say, I'm not sure if that's purposeful. It does not look like it's purposeful to me. It looks like they just missed some lines. So that's awful. I like this. But I don't remember this part being black. I thought it was like nude. Maybe I'm wrong. As far as her hand goes, she has several. She has all 6 of those, plus the 2 on her, fisted hands, and 2 like open hands, one like almost graspy hand, and a couple of open palm hands. So very nice selection. She also has this effect right here, so for her to kick. So you kind of just put it in here like this. Wrong foot, I think. I think that goes in this way, yeah. Yeah, so you can kind of have her like doing like a kick effect. Like that. I mean, that's like the worst posing I could possibly do. But you get the picture. You can use the effects to enhance the figure. And I think she came with some other nice effects. I do not like how the hips go along with her torso. I feel like they're a little bit too wide. I've noticed some other reviewers said the same thing, and I agree. I've had this for a while now and played with it, but the hips and torso just don't look like they match up. She does have nice range, as you can see, with those double jointed elbows, although it does look awkward here because this is sticking out. But as far as how does it feel when you're articulating her, she is probably the best female Storm Collectibles figure I've ever owned, just because she's very nicely proportioned. Oh, not proportioned, articulated. Now, Cammy here, she is nicely proportioned, better proportioned with the torso and the hips. However, she has some really bad gaps in the back there. That's terrible. They should be ashamed of themselves for that. But they did not make the same mistake here. So maybe they should have had more of a diaper here. Maybe one day we'll get another Cammy from Storm that will actually be up to par. So who knows? And just height-wise, you can see she's actually a little bit taller than Cammy. I'm not sure if that's accurate. I feel like Juri and Kenny are about close in size, but I'm going to start line. Here is Juri next to her counterpart from Jada Toys, and you can see that does not match up at all. Juri is way too big. I really hope that eventually Jada Toys does a Juri, because she's an awesome figure. So let's show one more accessory, and that is this one right here. This thing is quite large, so I'm going to have to zoom quite a bit out. This came in a package. That is freaking phenomenal. Phenomenal. So I'm going to get her posed up in this, and then we'll end the review. Well, I apologize about that. I was talking and did not record any of the cool shots, and my leg popped off of her, but it came back on. I'm going to put a couple of those shots in right here, so that way you guys can see those, because those are some pretty fun poses you can put this figure in, and it's pretty balanced. You want to keep this base as low as possible so she doesn't wobble as much while you're trying to get it on there. There is a section for the leg to fit right in there. A lot of people don't show that. Why, I don't know. There is no section on the other side. However, this does fall apart, and it is purposeful. So yeah, it's not a problem to put this back on. Overall, I think this is honestly probably my favorite Storm collectible. And that's also because I have an attachment with Juri. So if I were you, I would pick this figure up. It's a must-have for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace and Juri feet, you weirdos.